All right, so first I'll show the wiring. So that's the thermistor cable there. This is the one that came with the e3d. It's not the same DuPont connector as the board, but you know, it fits. It's probably a little loose. I'm probably going to fix that later, but in terms of it just making the connection, I don't think that's the problem. And then over here we have the heat cartridge, and these wires are the original. They came with the Monoprice Mini, and then they are connected to the e3d. So I'm not worried about these because the hot end does heat up, but I don't get a temperature read. But so that's the wiring. So there's that in case there's anything obvious going on there. And then this wire travels up. So yeah, some wire management needed. Still need to. Those are insulated, but I could put some electrical tape on them. But anyway, so that's the wiring. So let me close this up, and then I'll show you the top side. Okay, so here's the thermistor cable here, going up along with the heat cartridge. This is a fan, but that's the thermistor there. All right, it goes up and around, and it connects right, if I can get that to focus, right there. What I can tell, that connection is fine. It's a bit hard to see, admittedly. I think it looks okay. So there's the thermistor. You can see it turns into these blue cables, and it has a compound here that connects it into the block. And it turns into those black and red cables about here. So I don't think any damage was done to the cables along the way, although it's possible. But that's the setup. So now I'll show you what it's actually doing. Okay, so at least the power's on. I'll go to temperature. The heated bed is working fine, in spite of the bed mod, so no issues there. But if I start to preheat, nothing happens. And the hot end doesn't get hot either. Which made me think that the signal's not reaching the cat tax. Signal's not reaching the hot end, at least from the motherboard. So let me show you what happens though with Pronterface. So in Pronterface, set it to 185. It immediately jumps up to 185. Of course, there's no heat coming off. I can easily touch this without burning myself. So let me show you what happens. Send the code to update the hot end. So M561 P1. This is a genuine E3. Send that, and then M500 send. Okay, and then reboot the printer here. So having updated it, still says 0, and over here on Pronter, you can see it immediately jumped up to the target of 190. However, let me show you this curiosity. All right, I'm going to run auto tune. So we'll do M106 S204, and then we'll do M303 S185. We'll just say 1 cycle. Okay, so then it's started, and so you'll see that temperature readings are 0 as they are over here, but this is beginning to get very warm. It's getting very hot. So my thinking is that there is a signal going to the hot end. The thermistor is not reading what that temperature is because we're not getting any feedback here. Nor are we getting any feedback here. You'll notice that this hasn't turned on either. I'm not sure what's going on with that. But yeah. This feels like it's reaching the temperature that I want. But, the problem is I don't know that it knows when to turn off because it doesn't know what temperature it's hitting. It's just heating up. So I'll turn it off before it's too late. But that's the situation, folks. So any ideas based on all of that would be super helpful.